Playing Yu-Gi-Oh like a child again. That feeling of being the protagonist and bursting right through with your own deck. With only €30 a week, cards only being pulled sealed or traded, and everything has to be on video. If I go 0-4, you guys can decide of a card that I have to remove from my deck and then every copy of it. On the other hand, going 4-0 means I unlock card market prices, getting me to improve my deck cheaper.
Cute!
Jetzt ist aber Schluss hier.
Weil das war das Lokal, wo er bei diesem Poster feiern schon gut, deswegen hatte ich es vorgeschlagen.
Welcome back, guys. This is it. The last deck profile for playing Yu-Gi-Oh like a child again. It's been a fun 10 weeks. But everything has to come to an end, and even though it's sad to say, I'm happy I'm not getting my ass whooped with Darkworld or against Darkworld anymore. I'm just looking forward to playing a new deck as well for Nationals. But more about that a bit later, about the future of the channel. For now, let's get into the last deck of profile of playing Yu-Gi-Oh like a child again. We'll start with the main deck. We are playing 3 Snow Unlight of the Darkworld, 2 Silver Warlord of the Darkworld. No, let me just cut it short a bit. 3 Gantas, 2 Graphas, 3 Rainbows, and 1 Ceruli. That's it for the Darkworld core. These are the Darkworld Way monsters we played at Regionals. Then about non-engine, or I said not Darkworld engine, we played 2 Dark Corivos, 1 Versago, 1 Buyo, 1 Nekomane King, 1 Sangan, 3 Tour Guides of the Underworld, 1 Ken, and 1 Gen. Now we have all main deck monsters. For the spells, we have 1 Rhoda, 3 Gates of the Darkworld, 1 Darkworld Accession, 2 Dark Corridors, 1 Mutiny in the Sky, 1 Talents, 1 Polymerization, 1 Foolish Burial, a Card Destruction, Called by the Grave, Triple Telling's Thrust, and 3 Salespan. Let's go into the extra deck. And we will start with, of course, we're going to play 1 Grapha, as well as 1 Clawless, 1 Lucha, a Duke of the Mice, an Aerial Eater, a Guardian Chimera, a Muckraker of the Underworld, and a Kashik Magician, a Security Dragon, an Underworld Goddess, 1 Sayuja, 1 SP Little Knight, 1 IP Masquerena, 1 DDD Wave Hiking Caesar, and a wonky quartet because I decided to be funny. Did I resolve it once? No. For the last part, the extra side deck, we played 2 Santa Claus, 3 Lancias, 3 Barrier Statues of the Dark, 3 Lightning Storms, 2 Dark Rulers, 2 Evenlies. That's it for the deck profile. And it's probably going to be the last deck profile of Darkworld for a while, unless they ban roll and put card destruction on free again, or we get more support. But yeah, I'll be back to you in a second after I cleaned up the deck a little bit. And I will talk more about how regionals went for me and what is going to keep happening on this channel now. So guys, I know I've said in the video already that it depends on how I've played during the regional, if the deck will get framed or if it will get tinned. I decided to go against it a little bit. The deck will get framed because it was my first proper Yu-Gi-Oh event, not some locals or pre-release event. And also I've gotten the sleeves for most of the Darkworld monsters signed by either the judges all the lovely workers of Funtainment, just to remember the glorious day of regionals. Now, while I frame it in the background, I'll talk a little bit more about how regionals actually went for me. So first of all, I'm sorry that I can't give you so much footage of regionals. You'll see some cutouts here and there, and my entrance packs. But I was a bit overwhelmed. I didn't have a designated cameraman, so I'm sorry for that. For Nationals, it will be better. Now, how did regional go for me? I was a bit early there already, since I know the judges quite well. Well, not to get any favors or anything, but just to say hi in the morning. I know some workers of the Funtainment very well. And yeah, so let me give it to you straight, my record. I went 3-5 with Darkworld, which could have been expected, it could have been better, it could have also been way worse. But that's kind of how the cookie crumbles sometimes. I didn't expect to win with Darkworld, especially because this regional didn't really have a top cut, it was just the top 16, got extra pricing, and then the invite for the World Cup was till, since we were 213 players, was till the 27th place. So when I noticed it, my goal was 27th place, but for that I needed to go X and 2. We played 8 rounds. So sadly, that also didn't work. Let's get rid of this cardboard cutout, if I can manage that. Well, so what did I play against? Some of you might be interested in that. We played against, in the first round, played against Kultun, which there's 2 reasons why I'm upset about that. Reason number 1, I played against someone who's a local at Funtainment, and I hope to not play against them because they all know what I'm playing. So that was not quite as fun as I wanted it to be. Then, of course, Darkworld against Kultun is not the greatest of matchups. I thought I could push through, but I just bricked. So that wasn't very nice. In game 2, I played against, now let me think, oh, I'm losing so much because I'm thinking about how to place the cards in here. Sorry for that. Game 2, I played against K9 Kashtira, where the thing that made me salty for the whole day happened, and that is that I made the Necomani King play. Everything went well until my opponent, I believe this is a background cover, threw the one-off called by, of course, because what else would happen? So I didn't get the turn skip, and yeah, game 2 didn't go that great either. So it's another loss. Game 3, and now I could cheat a little bit. I'm not going to. Game 3 was a bye for me. So I won the game without actually doing something. Game 4, I played against Orkust, Mitsurugi, White Forest or Asamina, which is just engine slop, which I knew the deck because one of my friends plays the deck as well, didn't play against him, which was funny because he played against, like, he had a mirror match with that and we never thought someone else would play that slop. Then we figured out someone else was also playing Orkust Mitsu at the top tables. Yes, I was constantly at the low tables. You don't even need to ask. Now the Darkworld deck is framed. Now I just need to peel off this stupid protective film somehow. Just don't hope, I hope I don't have to take all of this out again. There's another one. And I hope I can just take this off now without having to take it apart completely, which it doesn't look like. For some people who like ASMR, I guess I will be quiet while I do this. It was very scuffed now, but just as scuffed as I remember, and just as scuffed as Regionals was. So yeah, I played against Orcus Mitsurugi then what did I also play against at Regionals? I played against Branded Blue Eyes, I think at the 8th game. I played against... let me think. I'm so sorry, I already forgot what I played against. But you'll see my record on screen now. And I'll try to write what I played against at the screenshot of how the results were. So yeah, now just shortly about how the future of the channel. Now the next video, the next series that we're planning is our Road to Nationals. And the teaser for what deck we're playing, I kind of teased it already. But I'll say the exact same phrase again. But a lot of people will be catching hands at Nationals. That's what we'll be playing. So that will be the next mini-series till National happens. In between, of course, we have Rarity 5 dropping, which I will be live streaming free displays. I will open free displays and I will live stream those again. Besides that, of course, the legendary modern decks, and after Nationals, the next very fun series will start, and I can tell you it involves a lot more gambling than the sealed only did right now. So there's just one more thing I want to say to all of you that have been watching my videos, that have been supporting me with likes, with comments, or just subscribing or telling some friends. I want to give you a big, very fat thank you. And I will also write that down on our little frame of the Darkworld deck, because I also want to thank Darkworld, even though I did not choose to play it. It was fun. I grew fond of the deck, of the archetype. I just hope maybe someday it will be playable again. So thanks to all of you, and I'll see you next week. Or actually even I will see you this week one more time, because Funtainment is moving and I might have some insider information about that for you that you will see tomorrow. No, on Thursday. On Thursday you'll see that. So until then, I wish you the best of luck in anything that you might do. I suffered through 10 weeks of Darkworld now, so no matter what's going on, my community is always open. I will drop now. I've opened a Discord now for Yu-Gi-Oh, for trading, for other card games, for simple gaming, or just talking to other like-minded people about TCGs. And you're all welcome to join. So yeah, I didn't give up with Darkworld, so none of you should give up whatever you're doing too. Have fun, and I'll see you soon.
طيب يا محمد Nice, nice. Die scuffed.
Und jetzt die Starlight Fallen of White.
Sure.
Ich habe ja schon eine gezogen.
Okay.
Einmal Ass.